Hello everyone, it's Vaki here, and today is Halloween. So in honor of the holiday, I have built this custom Lego Gothic style haunted chapel. Now this video is in collaboration with my friend the JackHammer, and he has built a really good looking haunted graveyard. So be sure to go check out his video as well. And now with all that said, let's in. Now this MOC is much larger than the typical MOCs that I do show off on this channel, and I had a super fun time building it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now this MOC was certainly a challenge to build. It used up almost my entire gray collection of bricks, and a lot of black bricks as well for the roof. Now on the side you can see that I'm using a bunch of these gray slope pieces just to give the entire building a bit more depth, and just make the walls not look so bland and flat. Now, on either side of the MOC, there is some grass, and I'm using a bunch of sand green. This also took my entire sand green collection. Now, taking a look at the front of the MOC, you can see that I've added this stained glass window right there, and lots of these little silver pieces all around, just trying to do the whole Gothic style, which was a really fun building style to do. Now, the stained glass window is using a lot of these orange transparent pieces and yellow transparent pieces, and that was just a fun little detail to add. On either side here, there are these little assemblies, and this is just using a snot technique right there, and then it has this little side piece at top just to get that Gothic style, and I really like how it turned out. Now, taking a closer look at the entrance of the MOC, you can see that I've added two of these Lego jack-o'-lanterns there, just to add a nice little spooky detail. Now, the front of the MOC was one of the funnest places to design on this build, and I'm using a few different snot techniques for this panel right here, and then there are these ingot pieces there to add a bit more detail in the entrance, as well as these two little game minifigure pieces back with the Lego Games sets, and then right here, I'm using these brick pieces turned on their side, and then those are just fitted in there, and that's just a nice little sideways technique. I just wanted to add some little building technique to this MOC just to make it look a bit more interesting. Now, over on the side of the MOC here, one of the main details is this scary looking tree with this skeleton right there at the bottom, and this used a lot of different brown pieces, and I just try to make it look just like some dead tree, and using these pieces that are typically used for spiders like Aragog, I think I pulled it off pretty well. They were definitely interesting to build with. And this tree is actually kind of in the side of the building right here. The entire roof is broken on that side just to integrate the tree into the side of the building, and I think it turned out pretty well. Now, of course, the roof is modular, and it just easily comes off the build just like that. Not really using any studs there, and I've put gray on either side in the back and front just to finish off the roof. And I'm using a lot of different cheese slopes right there just to make the roof look like it was broken up right there where the tree's coming in. Now, taking a look at the tower on the building, I'm using another snot technique for the stained glass window right there, and that is probably my favorite detail on the whole MOC. I really like how that turned out with the yellow and orange on one side in a kind of checker pattern. I'm using these rail or just sliding pieces right there to add a bit of detail, and then I'm using these pieces right here with the groove in them, and that definitely looks really good right there. And for another detail, I added this bat piece at top. And then the roof does come off like that, but it's not really meant to. And I did not really design an interior for this part. It was just a little too small and it wasn't really worth it because it's just mainly for detail with that stained glass window right there. Now, for the interior of the church, I've just added these pews, as well as these two spiderwebs right there, just to make the interior of the MOC look a bit more run down. And right here, there is this hole in the wall where the tree is growing in. Now, at the back of the chapel, there is this little build right here, which is this Podium Build, and this was a fun little build to do. Even though it's so small, it is actually pretty detailed with these ingot pieces and some cheese slopes, and I just tried to get some nice shaping on it, and that just fits right back there. And inside here, another one of my favorite details is this ghost rising out of the wooden floor right there. And I've just added along the side a bunch of different brown parts and tiles just for greebling to make it look like the floor is all broken up there. Now, taking the ghost out, you can see that it's just one of the ghost pieces from Ninjago, but I really think it adds just another spooky detail for the haunted church. Underneath it, you can see there are some of these green stud pieces, and then what seems to be some ectoplasm right there in the ground, and I just really like how that turned out. So guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I had a super fun time building this MOC and adding all of the different spooky Halloween details to it. So with that all said, thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for new LEGO videos, and I will see you all next time. Have a great Halloween.